What's up, y'all? As you can see from the title, I'm here. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it because if I can do a full season of Love Island, I can thug it through the challenge. And the reason why I'm saying that, if you are new here, you don't know. I started so many seasons of the challenge and have fallen off, have not finished the season, and that's literally true. I have not when I stopped doing the recaps, I stopped watching the show. Like All Stars 4. I've been waiting so long for that, and I fell off like halfway through, and I have not. I still don't know who won. I don't even know what the rest of the season looked like. I might need to start watching it because I do have a little bit more time now. But season 40, this is going to be easier for me to keep up with because it's on TV, and it comes on every single Wednesday. There's commercials, which gives me time to do my notes. So it's going to make it a lot easier for me to follow through. And a lot of the cast, I'm excited to see. This is a good cast. Hopefully they edit the show right. Hopefully we see kind of the same old challenge type vibe. The show being edited that way, not just focusing completely on the challenges, focus on the drama, focus on the storylines, focus on whatever's going on in the house, whether it's fights, hookups, drama, whatever the case may be, strategy, all of that. I don't want to see out of an hour, I think they do hour and a half episodes now. Out of an hour and a half, 90-minute episode, I don't want to see 60% of that, maybe 70% of that being challenges. Let's get some storylines going. That's what's going to make us want to continue to watch. But if you are new here, please thumbs up the video, drop your comments down below, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button. If you're not new, you already know the drill. I shouldn't have to tell you that. But let's go. Here we go. I'm about to do a cast analysis. That's what we're doing today. I did just finish watching the episode 0, the launch special, which I love that they had Davon and Devin there, even though they weren't really as present in it. They were kind of doing like little interviews or whatever, but it was cool. It was a nice little touch. But yeah, we're going to kind of do a cast analysis. I like seeing them mingling though. It kind of gave old school vibes, like the first night, everybody's mixing and mingling, getting to know each other. You're starting to see certain people looking at each other, like Brad and Emily and Theo and Olivia. And then you see certain people like reconnecting, like Laurel and Naya, my girl Naya. But yeah, it's looking good. And then you see Amanda and Cara Maria seeming to make up. So it's going to be an interesting season to see how all of this pans out. But enough of me rambling. Let's get into this cast analysis. All right, so this being season 40, it is a special season. They have a segment of each. They have a group of each person from each segment of the series, the show itself. So you got the Era 1, which is the old heads that started the show, the OGs. Then you got the like second wave of old heads, like the new generation of the old heads, which is Era 2. And then you got the new generation of the new kids, the older generation of the new kids, which is Era 3. And then you got the ones that are here now, Era 4. So right off rip, my favorite eras is Era 1 and 3. Those are the ones that I'm rooting for the most, 1 and 3. But we'll get through it. I'm going to go ahead and go through each one of these people, cast members, tell you my thoughts on who they are from what I know, and if I'm rooting for them going into the season. But I want y'all to do the same as well. Drop y'all's comments down below on y'all's thoughts on the cast, what you're expecting for the season, what you hope for the season. But let's go. Era 1, first person, Aneesa. Aneesa has done so many of these challenges. I can't even tell you how many she's done. Aneesa, back in her heyday when she was younger, she was something to be worried about. She was a threat. The older she gets, and I don't want to sound insensitive, if you coming on these shows knowing that the show gets even more strenuous when it comes to the challenges and stuff, it's a lot more competitive than it was back in the day. Like the challenges are a lot more strenuous on your body. So if you're going to keep coming back, you need to be training. Like essentially you do need to train because considering her weight, not only her weight, just she's older and she's clumsy and she always is injury prone. She always finds a way to get injured each season, which I hate it for her because I would love to see her finally get a win, but she don't take it as seriously, which I guess is not a bad thing because I don't want people that come on the show just strictly wanting to compete. But her being on the show a million times, coming back each time whining about wanting to win, you can't whine about wanting to win if you don't put in the work to win. So Aneesa's back though. Aneesa, she used to be super entertaining back in the day. She used to never take shit from nobody. She used to always be Aneesa, but here recently she kind of succumbs to the little vacation alliance. I'm not a fan of that, but I'm very interested in seeing how she's gonna play this season, considering the fact that she's not playing with Tori. She's in Era 1. She's with the OG, so it's gonna be really, really interesting to see how this pans out for her. Next, we got Brad. Brad with the beard. Like, I wish he would cut that beard. Like, that's so unsanitary. It's disgusting to watch. But Brad is and always has been crackheadish to me. He gives that energy, like when them eyes get like this. But Brad has not won since Cutthroat. Brad is if you asking me, he's like a middle tier type of competitor. He's not bad. He's good, but he can't get over the hump. He can't get back to the finals to win. Well, he was in the finals in All-Stars 3, but he can't win. He can't win. He has not won since Cutthroat. Brad, I already know he's going to be messy this season, considering the fact that they kind of already teased that him and Emily are essentially going to be fooling around. And from what I've remembered, Emily and his ex-wife, Tori, were really close friends. So it's going to be very messy there, because we all know Tori is... I think she moved on and is in another relationship, but she always keeps her tabs on Brad. And anybody that fools with him, she one of them exes that's like, if I can't have him, you can't have him. So anybody that fools with him, she got a problem with. So it's gonna make for some drama. So we'll see. But the next person is CT, the man, the myth, the legend. He last time we saw CT, at least the last time I saw him, was on Traders. He killed it on Traders. He won. CT's back. We all know a lot of these people are going to cater to him. They're going to be, some of them going to be scared of him. Some of them going to want to put him in, but don't do it. CT, I feel like CT's going to be around for a while. We'll see how he does. He's in a group with men that he's played with forever. So he doesn't look like he's in the best shape, though. But that does not stop CT. He wasn't in the best shape when he won season 34. CT going to find a way. But CT is back. Next, we got Darrell. Darrell was, if you're new here, you don't know. But if you're not, you already know. He was my OG favorite growing up. As a kid, I was so excited to watch him play because, he looks like me. So, naturally, I always rooted for him. The more he's come back, he's kind of fucked up his damn legacy because he hasn't really been doing much. And he gets eliminated. Darrell, back in the day, he would end up in a final and win the final. Like, he went on a streak, or he won back to back to back. But Darrell's my boy. I'm always root for him regardless. Hopefully he goes further this season. If he does get to the final, hopefully he gets the win. But we'll see. We'll see. Next is Derrick. Derrick, I liked Derrick more when he was younger, back in the day. But he was also very much a follower. He's always been that way. He's never really had his own mind when it comes to games. Like, he would get in that alliance and he would always play towards that alliance and do what they wanted him to do. He was never the leader of the alliance. But Derrick is athletic. I can't stand it because he's gonna always find a way to have a moment, and when he has a moment, he's gonna talk about that shit forever, just like when he beat Josh. Derrick's a beast, though. I will give him that. He is a beast when it comes to getting in them eliminations. He is somebody, regardless if you're big or not, if it's physical, he's going to give you a run for your money, and he might end up beating you. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see how he is now that he is finally back on TV. He's been wanting to be back on MTV, and I'm saying back on MTV because he's been on All-Stars, which is on streaming services, but he's back on TV now, cable TV. So he's been excited about that, so I'm pretty sure he's going to seize the opportunity. Jodi in the launch special, she was nowhere to be found. She's the only one that I'm looking at this Era's one that did not get any screen time. Like, she's the only one that I don't remember seeing. But Jodi was good. Jodi was good when she went back in the day. She was good. I think she won her second season. And then she came back for, when did she come back? I think she came back for All-Stars 3 and World Championship. She's still good. She's still good. She just got some younger girls that she got to go up against. But I'm neither here nor there with Jodi. Katie, love me some Katie. Katie has always been hilarious to me. Katie has always been unhinged. She's given the drama. She's what made the franchise what it is. She's a big pillar into what made this show what it is. She's always delivered the drama. She'll cuss your ass out. She'll borderline get ready to fight you. And Katie, she's grown up. You can tell she's grown up, obviously, because she's gotten older. But she's still that same Katie that's gonna she gonna check you. She gonna check you just like she did Trishelle in I think it was the first season of All Stars. I'm excited for Katie. I hope Katie goes further this season. Typically, she don't go that far. She might get midway, but she puts enough of an impact. Like, you gonna remember her regardless if she's there for 2 days or she's there for 15. She's gonna have a moment that's gonna make you remember her by the end of the season. So I'm excited about Katie. Mark Long is Mark Long. Like, he's just kind of like the Godfather low key, but other than that, he doesn't really do anything for me. Like, Mark is like Mark. He's literally like the name Mark, but that's it. Rachel has always been a beast. She was a beast back in the day. Just look at her. You can tell she's physically fit. She's an athlete. She knows how to win challenges. She's smart. She's a part of the trio that is her, Tina, and Veronica, which is the mean girls from back in the day. Veronica's not on this season, so it's very interesting. But Rachel, out of these women that she's up against in her era, if they have to go against each other, she's definitely going to be the one to beat everybody. That's just for sure. But then lastly, we got Tina. Tina is pretty much like Katie. Like, they are drama. Tina is entertaining. Tina don't have no filter, as does Katie. Tina cuss you out. Tina, and that's the thing too, we don't really get to say, it's like, I want to say Tina's a good competitor, but we rarely get to see Tina really do anything, because if she ain't hitting somebody in the face like she did with Beth, she going home early, or like, and it's because of like a DQ or her quitting. So we really can't really tell you how good of a competitor Tina is, even after all these years. Like, she won in Cutthroat when she came in as the mercenary with CT. She won that elimination, but I'm like, I can't really tell you. Did she win that elimination? I can't remember if she did or not. But regardless, I can't really tell you if she's a really strong competitor or not. I feel like she's just, we don't know yet. Like, she's not bad, but she's not amazing. But we'll see. We'll see how she is right now. But that is Era 1. Tell me who y'all's favorites are from Era 1. Who are y'all rooting for? Who are you not rooting for? Drop that down below. We're moving to Era number 2. Era number 2. Aviv. We ain't seen her in forever. I'm very excited to see how she plays this season, see if she's in good shape. She looks like she's in good shape. So it's just exciting to see somebody back that we have not seen in a long time, which has always been my issue with the show here recently. They keep bringing the same folks back. They get so tired and aggravating. Bringing fresh faces back that we have not seen before in a long time, that's what's going to make people want to watch. And as I just said that, Johnny Bananas, the one who we see too much, he's back. He's Johnny Bananas. We already know what to expect from him. He's probably going to be around for a while. Hopefully, if these people are smart, they try to get him out. But not much to really say about him. I say the same thing about him every single time. But Brandon, I'm super excited to see Brandon back. Brandon came back for All-Stars 4. I think I stopped watching the season the week after he got sent home. But Brandon was making, and he was doing good too in All-Stars 4. So I'm excited to see if he continues that streak here. Hopefully he makes it a lot further. I want him to get far because he does not ever really get far. But Brandon's back. Cara Maria is back, who I'm excited to see back because she has not been on the show for a while. She was on All-Stars 4. That was her first, was that her first appearance? That was her first appearance back. And it's so weird because they filmed this show around this time last year and they just released it earlier this year. And then she ended up going on 39 as a mercenary. And they aired that before they showed All-Stars 4, which filmed after All-Stars 4. It's so much weird stuff going on. But Cara Marie's a beast. She does CrossFit just like I do. If you do CrossFit, you know you're going to be a strong athlete. When it comes to challenges and stuff, you should be fine. Like, it's pretty much American Ninja Warrior type stuff. A lot of weightlifting, a lot of endurance, a lot of strength training, a lot of cardio. It's just a whole bunch of just fully using your body. We all know Cara Marie is a beast. It is what it is. We'll see how far she gets. We'll see, because she got a couple people in here that could take her out and could match her in a physical competition, but it'll be very interesting to see how she plays. She got a lot of enemies in the game, so we'll see what happens. But Derrick from, I think, Real World Cancun, he's back. He was on, I want to say, All-Stars 4 as well. When I stopped watching, I wasn't really paying attention to him, and he wasn't really getting that much time on TV. So we'll see what happens with him. Emily's back. Emily's a beast. Did not like Emily. Still don't like Emily because of the blackface thing that she did on whatever season it was back in the day. She's a strong competitor, though. That's just what it is. She's a strong competitor. We know she's going to give a lot of these girls a run for their money. It is what it is. KellyAnne. KellyAnne is crackhead energy. This woman right here is crackhead energy. But and with her having crackhead energy, I mean that in every sense of what I'm saying. Like, the crack is made on the stove. So that type of energy is a different type of energy. She's a strong competitor. She don't have a filter. She gonna say what she want to say. If you put her in elimination and she feels like she shouldn't be there, you gonna know about it. So I'm excited to see her. That's the type of energy. That's the type of personalities that we want to see on the show. Laurel is out of between her and Cara Maria when it comes to them two, because we always know they either hot or cold. They either like each other one season and they hate each other the next one. Typically, regardless, I'm always on Laurel's side. I am. I love Laurel. Laurel is hilarious to me. Like, the way she acts is what I want to see on TV. The reason why I like her more than Cara Maria is the type to cry. Laurel's not. I'm not a crier. Like, suck that shit up. If anything, I'm going to agree with Laurel in regards to stuff. But Laurel's a beast. She's always been a beast. When she first came on the show for Fresh Meat 2, she was that girl. She got all the way to the finals, second place. She's a beast. She's won 2 challenges now. I know she won All-Stars 4. That's her first solo win. Especially her first win since, I think it was, what season was it? Free Agents. Actually, I'm lying. She won that season by herself too. So yeah, Laurel's won when she's by herself. So it's gonna be interesting to see how she is with the team. But Nehemiah is back. Nehemiah, I be iffy with him, because back in the day, I didn't know if I liked the way he played back in the day. Nehemiah was a lot more rough around the edges, a lot more boisterous. Like, if you did something he didn't like, he was going to let you know about it. Like, him and Wes, they used to hate each other back in the day. When he came back to All-Stars, no. That's all I got to say. But hopefully he's good this season. I know Naya's good with him, so if you good with Naya, you good with me. But next, I just lied, because I'm literally about to explain why I just lied. I said, if you good with Naya, you good with me. There's somebody she good with that I'm not good with, but we'll get to it. But Ryan is back. Ryan is pretty much the same thing with Derrick. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll see. Because he's not a bad competitor, but he's not great. But we'll see. We move to era number 3, which has a lot of my favorites. Amanda. Love Amanda. Amanda is blunt. She real. She don't care what you think about her. She gonna say what she want to say. If she knows she gonna be if she knows she gonna look like a villain, and she's okay with being a villain, and I'm okay with people like her. If you are okay with being the villain, you better lean into it and expect to not be considered a victim. She leans into it, and she leans into it hard, and she owns it. You can't be mad at somebody like that. Amanda's just not the strongest of competitors. Like, she's very smart when it comes to mental challenges. She's great. When it comes to physicality, she's not gonna be good. She's gonna always get beat. But I hope she makes it far in the game, because she is good TV. So, good. Avery, I did not like Avery on Portland, obviously, because Nia was my favorite. I couldn't stand the way she acted on Portland. Nia beating on her and getting her in check. Everything she did, that was warranted. But Avery, ever since Avery came back, or ever since she came on the challenge with Battle of the Exes 2, I started to really like her. You can tell she's kind of gotten a little bit better as a person. Getting away from Johnny was what made her a better person, made you see her better. But Avery is a good competitor. When it comes to All-Stars 4, what I do remember seeing, she was winning. So she's a good competitor. She's good with Nia Moore. You're good with me. Corey Wharton is one of my favorites. He's been one of my favorites since he got on the show. I always been wanting him to win, because he got them kids back at home that he got to take care of. And one of his children has some health issues, so it's definitely imperative that he gets him some money, even though he got money. Like, Corey been on TV. You got money, but this extra money could help you out a lot. But I want him to finally win. He's an athlete. He played football in college. We all know that he's drama. Like, he ain't as dramatic anymore now that he's with Taylor. But Corey gonna deliver regardless. So it is what it is. I'm rooting for him. Devin, not a fan. Not a fan. Simply put, not a fan. I don't know what else I gotta say. Not a fan. But we'll see what happens with the rest of the season. Janae, I'm happy Janae is back on the main show. She is a 2-time All-Stars champion. It's going to be very, very exciting to see how she is now that she's back on the actual show. So I'm excited to see how she turns out. Leroy was one of my favorites also for the duration of his appearances on the show. But Leroy, I've given up on Leroy because he can't win. I'm almost positive he will never win. The one from that household that will win is Cam, and Cam is not here. But Leroy, I hope something happens where I'm wrong, but I just don't see him winning. I want him to win, but I don't think he wants to win as hard as I want him to win. But we move to my absolute favorite cast member, Nia Moore, the myth, the legend, the queen. My girl, she's a changed woman. She's still Nia Moore. She's still funny as hell, though. She's still funny. Like, if y'all don't follow her on Instagram, follow her. She recaps shows, but she also does, like, food reviews. She's beautiful. She's talented. She's hilarious. She ain't shown that she'll do it, but I'm pretty sure she still will back in the day, but she'll cuss your ass out. She got them hands. And she's not in the best shape. She's not in the greatest of shape that she used to be because she used to play volleyball for college. But that's my girl. She can do no wrong. I'm rooting for her. I want her to win. I want her to make it as far as she can. But we'll move next to Tony. Tony Time is back. He left All-Stars earlier, I think, due to something dealing with his family. But he's back. Tony ain't been back on the show for a long time, so I'm excited to see how he competes, see what type of energy he's going to be bringing, because he always was drama back in the day. Tony used to be the hot boy. He used to always have the girls around. He used to cheat on his girls back at home. Drama. Tori, not a fan. Same thing with Devin, not a fan. Don't need to say anything else. There's a missing picture here, as y'all can see here. That is Jordan, not a fan of him either. He's a beast. I will give him that. He is definitely a beast. Top 3 male competitors of all time, probably number 1. Not a fan. And y'all know why. I don't need to explain it, but the last era, the era that I don't really care about, the era that is packed with a bunch of people that I don't really like seeing because they're always back. But Horacio is not one of those people. I like Horacio. Horacio is a genuine person. He might be boring to a lot of people, but I respect the fact that he is who he is. Like, he's not gonna do too much. He's not gonna try too hard to get on the camera, but he's gonna get on the camera because he's a beast. Like, he is a beast, a freak athlete. Like, he plays soccer professionally. He does like these game shows like for a living, and he's good. Like, he's good as fuck. And we already know he's going to be a threat, and a lot of people would be smart to try and get him out, which is going to be very interesting to see how far he makes it. He was breaking record. Well, at least I think he was about to break a record his first season with the eliminations, but he carried Olivia all the way to that final. People blew her up like she was something hot. It was him. He was the reason why she got as far as she did. But I'm excited to see him back because I know he's going to compete. Next is Jenny. Jenny has not been back since she won, which I find crazy, but she's also boring too, though. But this is the difference between her and Horacio. I don't think she's disliked, but she's not as liked. Horacio is loved by everybody that watches this show. Not only that, because he's a genuine person, he's a nice person, he's good looking, and he competes. Like, so that's just what most people want to see. I'm not about to say what I was about to say about Jenny. I'm not about to say what I was about to say about her. But whatever. She's a strong competitor. I'm very intrigued to see how she competes now because it has been a long time since she's been here. She looks like she's still in good shape, so good. Josh, crybaby ass, can't stand him, annoying, never gonna win. You drama queen. Next, Casey, boring. Yes, she's a good competitor, but boring. Next, Kylan he's a crackhead. This nigga right here is crazy. He's cracked. You was talking about cracked energy, cracked. He's always been that since Big Brother. He's messy as hell. Like, he's messy. Living with the winner from Big Brother 24, who, word on the curb is allegedly they're together, but he will never claim her, which is embarrassing for her. And then we all saw in the trailer that he's fooling around with Nia this season, which I'm pretty sure there's more other women that he's fooling around with this season while still sleeping back at the crib with Taylor. Taylor, wake up. Wake up. But Kylan's going to give us good TV. He's a good competitor, too. He's messy. He's drama. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring. Michelle is a mess as well. She's a mess as well. Out of the new girls, she's the one I find the most entertaining because she's drama. She gonna cry. She gonna be messy and get caught and then be crying. So she's entertaining to me. Nerese, I have not been a fan of until this last season. I did not like her on Are You the One? I did not like her on X on the Beach because I felt like she tried to act so much. She still does. People think that Nerese will really throw down the way people think she will. Nerese can't fight. Like, you got kicked in your vagina by Farrah Abraham and you did nothing. She took your Jordans. I wish somebody would take my shoes and throw them things in the toilet. She threw your J's in the toilet and you did nothing. Talking about I'm gonna pop this bitch, but you didn't do it. Like, she literally pulled your card on national TV and threw your shit in the toilet. But Nerese, like I said, I've grown to really like her though. Last season I liked her. She essentially she became the underdog. She came in the house with a pretty tight-knit group where it looked like she's going to be able to steamroll, but they turned on her because she started winning. She beat Horacio and she beat Kylan. She went on an elimination win streak. She knocked out Olivia's fake ass, who was her friend, and dicked her over, and it was glorious to watch her send her ass home. But then she sent so many people home just to get all the way to the finals and get second place. She almost won. But Nerese, I'm actually excited to see her this season. I hope she does good. Olivia, not a fan. Wasn't a fan of her on Love Island because you watch Love Island, her season. The way she came into the show, she was acting like her normal self. There was a girl on the show named Cachet. Her personality, you could tell that she was like a fan favorite. Olivia picked up on that. The way Cachet talks, her dialect, the way she talks, her diction, Olivia started to pick it up. And then she started to act that way. And then she chose the one dude at the end who clearly was not getting any love from any of the women. And she saw that and she knew that America was like, that's the favorite right here. We want to see him win. She latched onto him. They ended up winning the money. It's a smart move. It is. It's a smart game move. Kudos to her because she did get the money, but I don't respect it. I don't respect her because she dropped him like a bad habit after the show. But then she got on the show on the first season. Everybody was hyping her up. Last season, she got her slit pulled, being phony and being fake. She was talking hella shit about Nerese after Nerese and Horacio started getting together, which I honestly believe she was jealous. She wanted to be with Horacio. Horacio didn't want her. He wanted Nerese. I ain't mad at him because look at Nerese is bad. That's a beautiful woman. Shout out to them. Good thing they're still going strong. But Olivia, whatever. You friends with Naya. And then the braids too. Like, I was like, you friends with Naya, but Naya sometimes makes some questionable choices with her friends. But whatever. Next, Polly, I would have told if this was before USA Challenge USA season 2. If it was before season 2, I would have said I'm excited to see Polly because Polly was drama. Polly was messy. Polly was cracked energy that something was just not right. And something not right on TV is good TV. He came back a changed man, a whole different man. Like, and he was boring. And he lost his backbone. Like, he started kissing up to Johnny Bananas, started crying and stuff, talking about something. I looked up to him. That's my idol. I wish I would. Even if I did look up to somebody, I wouldn't dare say that shit on TV. I wouldn't dare say that shit in real life. Especially not nobody on a damn reality show. It'd be one thing if I said like Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is one of my favorite athletes. Like, he's always been one of my favorite athletes. If you want to, I don't idolize anybody, but if there's somebody close that I would say it would be him. But I would say that in public because I mean, look at his life. Like, look at his life. You talking about you idolize Johnny Bananas? That's a choice. Theo is also, he's been one of my favorites since he started the show. He runs track connection, but also he's black. Come on, but Theo makes some odd choices too. Ever since he came back from after he got his eye popped out by that screw off of that the corkscrew off of the bottle, he's come back and he was boring. He competes, but he was boring. But it looks like this season he's gonna be getting into it. Well, I'm not gonna say getting into it, but he's definitely gonna be hooking up with Olivia. That could make some mess. We'll see. I hope he does make it far in the game because I do like watching him compete. But we'll see. Hopefully Theo is the same Theo that we saw his first 2 seasons of the show, because that Theo was entertaining. That Theo was messy. So hopefully he brings that back. But that is the cast. That's the cast. We have episode 1 on Wednesday. I will be here for that. I will try to get that out as soon as the episode ends on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to be here. I'm going to thug it through this season. I can get through this season if I can get through 30. How many episodes was Love Island? I think it was 30 episodes. And they dropped them hoes like 5 times a week. And I stuck with it. So hopefully the show is entertaining enough to keep me here. But I will be here. If you made it this far and have not already thumbs up the video, please do that. Drop a comment down below. Subscribe if you are new. Turn the post notifications on so you will be alerted when I drop the video. But I will see y'all on Wednesday. Peace.